Great evening, chitty chat, kitty cat. Okay, well, this evening, I've been on the internet as I do, just seeing what's out there. And I ran across this guy, John of New, and he's interesting. He said that he had 19 different psychics come up to him and say, "You were John that was with Christ." And first time they're saying it, he's going, "Yeah, right, sure, yeah, sure I was." And this kept happening 19 different times. This happened. So finally, he decided he was going to have this regression. And you can buy the video of his regression. Now, I haven't listened to the regression itself, but he's recounting the experience when he met Yeshua ben Joseph. And he says, "I know him as Yeshua ben Joseph." Okay, I know him as the man. I know him. And he said that he saw this crowd of people, and he's standing there and he's looking down. He's wearing this kind of a tunic thing that's kind of got a belt around it, short, kind of knee length, because that's what fishermen were wearing back then. Because if you wore the long rope, you fall overboard, you'd get pulled under and drowned. So that's what he was wearing. And he saw this crowd of people. He said it was kind of gray, kind of a gray day. And so he wanted to see what was going on. He went over there and he saw Jesus, and so Yeshua. And Yeshua comes up to him and he puts his hand on his heart. And he said, suddenly, just, all his fear went away, everything happened. He went into spontaneous, the divine is, basically, is what it is. And he had this immediate awakening, and the mind stilled and all of that stuff happened. And then, he was with him, had that experience, and then when Yeshua started to walk away, that experience receded. Okay? So he said he had to, I want to go with you. I want to be there, So he went with him. And then in the regression, next took him up to the death. Now they thought they were taking him up to his death in that life, but he went to the crucifixion, and he was the only one of the apostles that was there at the crucifixion. And the experience he had with that was reliving it again. Okay. And so anyway, he's very interested. I've listened to a number of his videos now where he's talking about Yeshua, the man, knowing the man, Yeshua. And he said he has and he's got a painting that he painted of Yeshua. And I believe that painting, it does look right. He's a darker skin, kind of a kinky hair a little bit, it's darker, kind of brown and with some reddish highlights, and he has blue eyes, okay? He's got blue eyes. So interesting. And his whole thing was, it's so simple. The whole thing that he was teaching was just love. It all has to come down to love. Okay? Love of life, love of the divine, love of, that's it. That's the main thing that Yeshua was teaching. Then he talked about Mary, and was saying she believed everything that her son was saying, and that she could, so she could give it back, but of course she didn't say anything, because that wasn't their place there. And when he was crucified, he said she was just really depression and crying for, and it was really difficult for her. So they were just trying to get her through that period, to get her to eat, because it was a horrible way. You have a child, especially one that's coming with that kind of message, and they crucify them, and they really have done nothing wrong. So that was really hard for her. So, he talks really openly about Yeshua the man, Yeshua the person. And he said he was married, okay? They didn't have children, doesn't remember any children, but he was married, okay? And talks about the resurrection. He said, yes, he was resurrected. He was face down in the sand, and these feet came up, and he recognized this was Yeshua. Okay, so he did see him as resurrected. So that is also true. So anyway, people were asking about the secret teachings of Jesus. He said there are no secret teachings. Secret teaching, it says it's so simple people can't get it. That it's about that love. And it's like I said, when you get to realization, there is that love there. You cannot hate anybody. It is not possible. You don't have that. And I can't understand people that are just so filled with hate and malice and venom, and what are they getting out of it, Yet they do it daily, wrapped up in it, spewing it out, and I don't get it. I don't understand people that are haters. I don't get it. Once you come to that point and that all deconstructs, it's you can't wrap your head around people that have hatred, that are willing to lie, that are willing to, you don't get it. Okay, why are they doing that? Okay, but that was the whole message, he said, of Yeshua's. Yeshua, now this is really controversial, because he said Yeshua did not see himself as a divine being, okay? He did not present himself as a divinity. So that is very controversial, but that's what he says. He said he was very down to earth, laughed a lot, had a really good sense of humor, loved everyone, saw everyone as equal. Women are equal, men are equal. It doesn't matter your station in life. He said didn't matter if they were Roman, if they were Jew, it didn't matter to him. People were people. We all come from the same divine is. And so that was his teaching in a nutshell, was to love, to be love, okay? To manifest from love, okay? To get rid of the fear, not to have any fear, and to know that we are all sons and daughters of the Most High. We are all sons and daughters. We all come from that same spiritual lineage of reality, okay? So anyway, I'm going to put the link up in the description. I'll find the one where he's talking about that regression and meeting Yeshua ben Joseph for the first time, and just the immediate falling away of ego and fear and all of that, and being opened up to that realization and experiencing really the divine is, experiencing what it is to be without that ego self and without that fear base. Okay, so interesting guy called John of New. Okay, now I know a lot of people will poo-poo this, and just say all manner of nasty things, but really the way he speaks of Yeshua sounds very, very authentic. Very, very authentic. Okay. And the changes that happened with the Bible, etc., and Constantine deciding what they're going to put in, and, is Yeshua a prophet? Is he a divine son of God? And, he's son of God. Okay, well, then we got to have this and take out that and do this. So anyway, very interesting. So I'm putting this up there. Of course, there are some people that are going to just probably rail against that. And that's fine, again, it's all about wanting to come to truth, wherever truth lies, wherever it's at, and moving forward, coming out of bondage, coming out of the fear-based things that are happening. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Much love and light, and I will see you online in the morning. This evening, I have to say I've been a bit dizzy this afternoon, so I haven't been online so much this afternoon. Now the iron infusion seemed to clear up some of it yesterday, but it's not enough yet in my system, to get things righted. And then tomorrow, like I was saying, I have the MRI, but they called me up and they changed it till later in the day because the machine they had me scheduled on is down. So they said, we could get you in the same day, but it's later, so I said, that's fine. So anyway, my appointment is now changed from 1 till 3. So that's okay. I just want to get it over and done with, and make sure that the acoustic neuroma is fine. Acoustic neuroma. Yeah, that's what they're called. I don't know. It's a tumor thing in there or something, So anyway, yeah. So much love and light to everyone. We're all on our journey and wanting to see the best for everyone. Even those that want to be haters, spewers of hate and venom. I don't get it. I don't understand why they're that way. But I know it's not a consciousness I would want to be living in. That's a hell realm as far as I'm concerned, to be consumed with hate and jealousy and all of the things, that are going on out there. I would prefer to be in the peace that passes understanding. So much love and light to everyone, and I'll see you online.